Welcome to the fourth
What is
episode.
up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the fourth episode of the ReadMe show. This guy is on crack.
I'm not. But as you might have noticed, we have brought back Bhanuka.
Cheers in the background. You see, here's the issue. We plan to do things according to a schedule, but that schedule doesn't always work out because freaking... Why doesn't the schedule work out?
The schedule
it
never
works out. Last week we had to replace Sharon with Dulitha.
Yes.
And Dulitha came out of nowhere. This time we don't have anyone. If you look at the back, there's literally no one there. Like the camera's all alone and stuff.
Exactly. So we have Bhanuka. So we are using Bhanuka. Anyway, a lot of stuff happened.
Actually, yes. A lot of stuff
happened.
Finally, like, we never get this. The entire show is full of us trying to make the show longer because it never works out. But this time we actually have content. I hope we can actually talk about it and not forget in the middle.
Yes. All right. For starters, Microsoft been doing a great deal of stuff.
So much stuff.
Let me start off with the less exciting stuff.
Okay.
Windows 10. Windows 10. Now, I've basically spent like the entire past week looking at Windows 10, going over the technical preview, making my computer break down. Yes, I blame you, Bill Gates. But basically, Windows 10 is what Windows 8 should have been.
Well,
they brought back the start menu. What Microsoft tried to do with Windows 8 was create one OS that ran across all platforms, right? Unfortunately, they hinged on the wrong platform. They hinged on the tablet.
True.
With those horrible live tiles.
The live tiles weren't the greatest of ideas.
Exactly.
I give them that.
Exactly. Now what they've done is they have an OS that taps. Like it should have done.
But here's the thing, right? When Windows announced Windows 8, it was supposed to be the best thing ever. The tiles were supposed to work seamlessly and people were supposed to love it.
Yeah.
And people got really hyped about Windows 8.
Yeah, about the tiles. But then they started using it and they realized it was...
But did people went through the beta testing for 10?
Here's the thing. The taskbar. Now if you look at all the OSs, the desktop OSs that we have, the taskbar always works. It's there in Mac OS in one form or the other. It's been there in every Windows since Windows actually debuted the graphical user interface, and it is something that works. It's just something that works.
It works.
You're looking at a good 30 years of design here.
I wouldn't say 30 years of design because it's not the same thing that gets.
Well, yeah, but it's a concept, right?
Okay, fine.
And when you throw that concept out of the window, you get disastrous.
Throw the concept out of the window.
Yeah, you get Windows 8. But all in all, Windows 10 is really good. They've integrated Cortana, which I'm not sure since we have Sri Lankan accents, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that...
Unless we all started talking like full-on British accents and we could become completely British. This is my bad imitation of a posh British person and I do apologize for what I just did.
Yo, I can't do that, man.
I can't believe I freaking did that.
I can't do that.
I can't. I can't even.
We can't do this. I need to talk in Sri Lankan. So I'm not sure how Cortana would work.
I need to talk in Sri Lankan, start speaking in English.
But yes, other than that, they've improved the search and it looks like, it's a progressive step ahead. Interestingly, hold on. Interestingly, Windows phones are also getting Windows 10.
Yes, that is interesting. The fact that they're not going to move it.
But here's the problem. Microsoft tweeted that some phones will be getting Windows 10, which means not every phone will be getting it. Since we belong to the older generation of Windows phones,
no.
Yeah, we probably.
Well, they want us to buy a new Windows phone, which you can't really blame them for. Look,
for.
Apple does this every single time, and no one bats an eye. No.
But now on to the exciting stuff.
Yes. So,
Hololens.
If you have been on the internet,
if you're watching this, you are on the internet.
So, Microsoft released a new thing where it's just a preview video called Microsoft HoloLens. And what this is, it's basically virtual reality meets Oculus Rift in a different level, so to speak. Please stop doing that, dude. I have no... It's not even like that. It's not Holo goggles, it's HoloLens. At any given point, the lens is supposed to have several teraflops of processing power, which makes it epic, or so they say. The demo, I don't exactly know how the demo is going to work out because what they did was they showed a computer generated...
I did read the demo because a couple of journalists have already tried.
Yeah, I mean, Verge and the guys got to check it out.
Yes.
However,
what they see is what they said they saw was basically they put the goggles on and they saw Mars.
You see, the issue is when they show the demo video, the way you're going to see it, I'm assuming it's very different.
Yes, now in the demo video, they show a man in the living room using this. And you see the Skype icon on the door, and you see a to-do list on the fridge and stuff like that.
I just feel as it's too good to be true.
I'm optimistic. But then again, this is Microsoft.
Exactly. I mean, Microsoft getting cooler. Yes, we all get the idea of such an.
A shout out here to Satya Nadella.
Hey dude, if you're watching,
I can't pronounce his name without thinking of Nutella. I'm sorry, but we love what you're doing with Microsoft.
And we love Nutella. I'm not going to say. I am not going to say Nutella. I will not.
Nutella. I like the old Tella, but apparently. Wired magazine spoke with the guy.
Yes.
And everybody at Microsoft and everybody at other companies, they're in love with the guy because the way he works is fundamentally different to how Ballmer works, which is probably why Microsoft is getting cool about it.
I can't believe the fact that they couldn't hire anyone in the entirety of the United States to work on it, and you had to get an Indian on board.
Oh, come on, don't be racist.
I'm not being racist, I'm saying that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. And he's very talented, and the way he works is so different to how Ballmer worked. You know how Ballmer went, one Microsoft, you must have our devices. And
I always wanted to play Pokemon.
Yeah.
But to actually see your Pokemon,
actually see the Pokemon,
imagine how cool that is, like an actual Pokemon battle.
You know the deck where you put it and you get Blue Eyes, Ninetales Dragon or whatever. Now, interestingly, I don't know how many people know this. 4chan was basically a copy of 2chan, which was Japanese. It was a Japanese image board, anime, so on and so forth, and otaku culture was basically translated.
If you don't know what 4chan is still a Japanese anime board.
No, it's not. Oh, let's not take it there. But, over time 4chan evolved. And Moot single-handedly administrated.
If you guys have never been to 4chan, seriously, the best advice I can give you is don't.
Go to 4chan. Just don't. Just
now that we said don't go to 4chan, we know you're going to go into 4chan.
Don't go to 4chan.
So the domain is 4chan.org.
In all fairness, 4chan is famous because it's called the back page of the internet for a reason, right?
And Reddit being the front page.
Yes, Reddit being the front page. See, 4chan is a place where even Redditors fear to tread. 4chan is the birthplace.
Okay. Now we are treading on ancient historic cultures and traditions.
Historic internet subculture.
You see,
but basically, 4chan is where Anonymous was spawned. In fact,
never use the word 4chan and Reddit in the same sentence.
But I did.
Don't.
But I just did.
You're gonna have to edit this out. Just don't use Reddit and 4chan in the same sentence.
Put Reddit and 4chan in the same sentence.
No, just no.
Let's do it. It's alright.
I refuse to put that.
See, dude, that's total war. That's total war on a different level. Right, basically 4chan gave us lolcats, they gave us Anonymous, they gave us a whole bunch of really
4chan gave us life.
No, maybe not, maybe him, but most of the other 7 billion human occupants of this world would disagree. 4chan gave us a lot of things and we are forever grateful, but Christopher Poole is now stepping down. That is Moot. He's stepping down as the administrator of the site, and a lot of people like him are really happy that it's happening. A lot of people on 4chan are really happy that the founder and the guy who kept 4chan running is stepping down.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
And now for the fourth item on the agenda.
And the final item, because we've gone on for 15 minutes.
Oh, this is brilliant. We're really good at this. WSO2 is moving to Jaffna. Now,
right, for those of you who don't know what WSO2 is.
Or Jaffna is. Oh!
This is. So basically WSO2 is a tech company and Jaffna is a place in Sri Lanka. So now you know.
Now you know. Jaffna.
I'm going to go take a seat.
Well, basically, WSO2 moving to Jaffna is actually a huge thing for the economy there. And hopefully this signifies the start of a proper IT economy in Jaffna, a proper services economy. And hopefully we see a lot more companies investing money, time and
I also really think that's a bad idea, considering that a lot of people are trying to invest in Jaffna and trying to make it the next Silicon Valley in Sri Lanka kind of thing. It's not going to work out, so you should probably not do that. But then again, what the hell do I know about IT startups?
Oh, Jaffna, right?
True. It's not going to work out. It's too much.
No, it'll work out.
It'll work out, but it's not going to work out in the scale that they want it to work out in.
Here's the thing, we don't know what scale they want it to work out in. They publicly say that they want the Sri Lankan Silicon Valley It's not gonna happen. That's just a catchphrase. It's just something to excite the masses and yeah, Sri Lankan. But that's never gonna happen.
It's precisely what I
what
just
you're
said.
going to get is something like another Colombo.
Exactly what I just said.
You'll get another Colombo.
I mean, it's going to develop, obviously.
Yeah, you'll get a bunch of buildings and a bunch of people doing stuff in those buildings, and then you get something like Liberty Plaza coming up.
They already have a few.
Yeah, they have that
Cargill Square.
Cargill Square will probably turn out to be the next Liberty Plaza,
Well,
and that's just about it. And you'll get a bunch of places to eat, and probably Yamu will start writing about Jaffna.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna happen.
It's like, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Have they already covered Jaffna by any chance?
No, not really. They have done a few articles on Hotel Omex. But yeah, again, out of the topic. So this, ladies and gentlemen...
really good at going on to the topic.
Yeah, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a recap for everything that happened in tech and some things that did not happen in tech, but we talked about anyway. We will catch you on the next week, on the next episode of the ReadMe Show. Do stay in touch and like, subscribe. If you have any ideas, leave it in the comments, and for the love of God, do not go anywhere near 4chan.
And if you haven't seen last week's video, click on the place that's being squared it right now. You should be able to go to the last week's episode. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave your feedback. Didn't you just
I did say that. All right,
but you didn't
Goodbye.
do the square. You didn't do the square. You need the square.